Good morning and Jai Hind. In this video, we are going to study the limitations of accounting ratio. The first limitation is false accounting data gives false ratios. Accounting ratios are calculated on the basis of data given in profit and loss statement and balance sheet. Therefore, they will be only as correct as the accounting data on which they are based. That means that whatever the information or data which is required for the calculation of accounting ratios is taken from the profit and loss account or from the balance sheet. If that available data is incorrect, obviously the ratios which is calculated using that data would be incorrect too. That means we can't rely on those accounting ratios. The second limitation is comparison not possible if different firms adopt different policies. That means uh, if two firms adopt two different policies, in that case it becomes difficult to make comparison by looking at their accounting ratios. As we have seen that these accounting ratios helps in comparing the performance of either two firms or within a firm. That means comparing the past performance and the present performance of the same firm. So the basic idea is to make comparison. If the policies behind those accounting ratio is different, then we can't make comparison. The next limitation of accounting ratio is ratio analysis become less effective due to price level change. That means as the year passes, the price of the commodity changes, and because of this, the comparison of accounting ratios of the past years with the current years, it won't be more effective. We can't rely on them. This is one of the limitation. The next limitation is ratio may be misleading in the absence of absolute data. That means if the absolute data is not provided, then it may give misleading results. Just like as it is given in an example that if a two company shows the production of 10 lakhs and 5 lakhs by X and 10,000 meters to 20,000 meters by the Y company, so it may the uh, mislead us by giving uh, misconception about the progress of these two firms. So it needs to have a absolute data. Maybe it may happen that one of the firm will have a greater size or use more technology than the other. So we should have absolute data before calculating the ratios or before relying on those ratios. The next limitation is limited use of a single ratio. That means any one of us can't rely on a single ratio. That means for making a conclusion, we have to calculate number of ratios regarding the financial health of the firm. The next limitation is window dressing. So sometimes some companies used to cover up their bad financial condition by window dressing method. They used to they used to window dress. They used to make changes in the balance sheet or PL account to create a better financial position in the eyes of others, to get more benefit from banks or investors. So this is one of the limitation of accounting ratio. And obviously, as we have seen, if the data available in PL account or in balance sheet is uh, misleading or if it is incorrect, then definitely the ratios which are calculated using that data will definitely be incorrect and it will mislead us. So the next limitation is lack of proper standards. Circumstances differ from firm to firm, hence, no single standard ratio can be fixed for all the firms against which the actual ratio may be compared. So, there is lack of proper standards for which would be available for all the firms. It is not possible. So, the next limitation is ignores qualitative factors. As we have seen that this ratio analysis, or we may say all these accounting ratios, are completely dependent on the quantitative measurements, that means on facts and figures. But while calculating these accounting ratios, we completely ignore the qualitative factors like managerial ability, or uh, the characters of and the customers, about the goodwill. All these qualitative factors are ignored while calculating the accounting ratios. Next limitation is ratios alone are not adequate for proper conclusion. As we have seen that single ratio is not uh, have a limited criteria. That means we can't completely rely on a single ratio. So we have to calculate number of ratios, we have to analyze those ratios before making a conclusion regarding the financial condition of the firm. And these ratios just indicate the probability of favorable and unfavorable position of the firm. The last limitation is effect of personal ability and bias of the analyst. That means it may happen that one analyst may calculate ratios on the basis of profit after interest and tax, whereas another analyst may consider profits before interest and tax, and third may consider profit after interest but before tax. So this kind of differences may arises as different as per the view of different analysts. So in those cases we can't compare the accounting ratios and it won't be more reliable. So these were the limitations of accounting ratios, and with this I am going to end my video. Thank you.